Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
A prominent theme in Avatar: The Last Airbender is that of colonialism. And in case you missed what I said colonialism. Act like you know. Let's focus on 3 ways real life has been reflected through the actions of the Fire Nation. Through pseudo-history on their own people, through exploitation of labor from people who live on or tend to the polemized land, and of whole groups of people. As we start, just a brief history on the Fire Lord. Basically, Sozin, the Fire Lord at the time of Avatar Roku, his best friend, was so cocky, and because he was feeling himself, he was like,
oh, let's spread our success and our peace to the other nations.
And Roku was like, nah fam, it's 4 nations, balance and shit. So Roku of course threatened him, but Sozin's ego was so big, he named a comet after himself. Pseudo-history is a common tactic in tyranny to suppress the population. In Season 3, Episode 2, Team Avatar lives in disguise within the Fire Nation. Aang goes undercover as a student, accidentally. During a pop quiz in class, he realizes they're being taught that Fire Lord Sozin battled the Air Nation army, which was incorrect because the air nomads didn't have a formal military. Another tool of colonialism is exploitation and imprisonment over people on the land or territory polemized. In Season 1, Episode 6, the Aang Gang visit a small and seemingly poor town in the Earth Kingdom that has been under Fire Nation rule. The military in charge of surveillance threaten attacks on Haru's mother and take what little she actually has. It's also revealed that they've imprisoned his father simply for being an earthbender, because that is a perceived threat to them. Unfortunately, Haru is also imprisoned for earthbending because of some snitch that he actually saved, by the way. Instilling fear in citizens to suppress an uprising is the mark of spineless beings carrying a superiority complex. Under the umbrella of tyrannical rule, imprisonment of those who wield power that is separate from the governing power are labeled criminals. So imprisoning them and forcing them to perform hard labor, i.e. coal production in this Atla episode, is an attempt to make them obedient. And of course, you know, slavery with extra steps. The final display of colonialism that I want to point out is excuse me. This is embedded all throughout the series, but it's confirmed in Season 1, Episode 3, when Aang returns home and is met with skulls and bones. Basically, Sozin spent his time after Roku died taking out the air nomads because he knew the next avatar would be an airbender. So he didn't really care about taking out babies. I mean, only an insecure could go to such lengths.